Hey friends. Oh. Hey friends, it's your girl Ness of Glamour by Ness, and welcome to my cozy corner here on YouTube where beauty meets real life. So, settle in and let's glow together. Hey y'all, welcome to day 17. Can't believe it. Day 17. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Of me discussing my 60-day manifestation cleanse. And our topic today is making space for what is coming. Oh, I love this so much. So let's kick it off with our affirmation. Now, I do have my notes, which is why I keep looking down. So I'm on topic and not rambling. But our affirmation is I create space for abundance to enter. I create space for abundance to enter. Your turn. I create space for abundance to enter. So this was essentially day 48, okay, of the cleanse. And we were like, I was like, oh my gosh, 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 this is amazing. Like, we're almost there. I couldn't believe it. Remember, if you watched my other lives, I restarted this cleanse 6 times. 6 times. But what I love about the decluttering piece was the affirmation example that Armand gave. And I will read this to you because he essentially, you know, told you like to use this affirmation as a starting point, not necessarily as your affirmation. But I loved it. I loved it a lot. So the example was this: I am ready to receive my dreams into a clear and welcoming space. My mind, body, and surroundings are aligned with my highest intentions. I invite abundance, peace, and fulfillment into every part of my life. And honestly, when you declutter, it's as though you are energetically preparing for what is to come, for what you're manifesting. You're not just manifesting just anything. You're being very intentional, and your things that includes clothing, makeup, I mean, just your jewelry, everything carries energy. You know, have you ever, I mean, I'm sure you have, decided that you were going to clean your house, your room, your car, and the moment you start cleaning, like you put it off, right? You put it off for a good while. You put it off for a good while, and when you finally make that decision, and again, I've talked about this in my other lives, and I keep saying that. I keep saying I've talked about this in my other lives, but it's so true. I have talked about this in my other lives. Like the moment you decide, and you hear people say all the time, the universe actually conspires to give you exactly what you're asking for. And it's so true. Good, bad, indifferent. It gives you exactly what you're asking for. And the moment you decide to clean your space, instantly your mood just shifts, right? Like or if you decide to clean and feng shui the place, like you rearrange or remodel kind of like your space, instantly your mood shifts. You're more excited. You don't want to be anywhere but that space. I do makeup, not hair. So essentially, sometimes when we're manifesting, and your manifestations are taking a lot longer, and this is kind of like where I'm in, like the space that I'm in right now. Like I'm manifesting, but they're taking some time to get here, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why is that? And I'm taking inventory of everything that I am experiencing, right? Like, am I experiencing, well, why is it that I'm not, my manifestations aren't coming in as quickly. And sometimes it does take time, just depending on what it is that you're manifesting. But other times it's almost like you need to take inventory of your blockages. Could it be your space? Could it be some unresolved trauma? Could it be things that you're not letting go? And decluttering, yes, metaphorically, it's a tangible thing, but it can also be intangible because there's things that you can't really see or touch, or I mean, you can feel it, but there could be some, you know, unresolved trauma that you're experiencing that's blocking you from receiving your manifestations. And so, why is it that you can't receive your new blessings? Maybe your space is crowded. Maybe your mind is crowded. Maybe your heart is crowded. Maybe your soul is crowded. And there are things that you need to release. And just, to get personal, I'm experiencing that. And just yesterday, I had an epiphany where I'm like, oh my God, I need to resolve my hurt and pain and relationship with money. Because I'm like, oh my God, I have a scarcity mindset. And this is what happened that made me have that thought where I'm like, okay, and before it would just scare the bejesus out of me, right? In thinking that and seeing like, oh crap, like I need. So in essence, what happened was I was at the gym. I went to the gym and I forgot my Yeti. I forgot my water bottle. I'm like, my water. I don't have my water. So I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna buy water from them. And because you use your card to buy the water. So I went down, like I put my stuff down in the area that I was gonna work out in, go back downstairs to purchase water. And as I'm having the conversation with the kid, he's grabbing the water, asking me what kind of water I want. I'm like, listen, the cheapest one, okay? Because I don't need a big bottle of water. So I go to pay for it. He comes back, behind the desk to proceed to charge me for it, and the system isn't working. And while he's trying to figure the system out on his end, he pointed out to me that I was in all green. I had a green shirt, green tights, black sneakers, but my nails are also green. And he goes, you're all decked out in green, and what they say, green is for money. And I'm like, oh my gosh, absolutely. So as he's saying all of this, he's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the system, but it's only a 50 cent bottle, so you can just take it. And I'm like, oh, like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, I mean, hey, like, it's yours, like, you don't have to worry about it. And it's just, it's abundance. And it hit me when he said that, because not only did he make the green comment, but I quickly realized that I was not operating in my feminine energy, where I just receive and conceive that it is possible. Like, the water is mine, and I didn't have to pay for it. And even though I forgot mine, like, God got me. Like, it was taken care of. Like, I wanted water and I received water, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, I'm in this receiving energy. But it took me a minute to get there, because the guy was like, listen, just take it. It's on me. Like, this is just the universe, giving you what you want. And I'm like, huh, but I was so worried about, like, oh no, I gotta pay for it, this, that, and third. And it's like, no, 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 no. I need to be in my receiving energy. And I love that for me. And so it made me realize, I'm like, wow, I still have some work to do surrounding scarcity. So what are some items that obviously you can get rid of? I mean, it can be anything, okay? Clothes, photos, emotional, spiritual, people. You gotta let them go, and it's hard to let go. You really have to, like, grieve that, because some version of you, maybe the current version of you, needed these individuals, needed these things, you know at the time. It served a purpose, but because you're ascending, because you are decluttering to make room and space for who and what's to come in that's going to stay and elevate your life, you got to make room for it. And that's where you start taking inventory. I can tell you right now, I have like 5,000 photos, and I'm proud of those 5,000 photos because at one point I had almost 11,000 photos in my phone. And I'm yeah, I'm currently paying like $30 a month for cloud space to hold said, um, photos, but for good reason. I mean, part of that, I do have photos, but I also record content on my phone, so I do need the additional space. However, I was able to get rid of, and I remember being, I don't remember where I was going, but I was on an airplane heading somewhere, and my audiobook wouldn't work. I couldn't watch the TV. I don't know what airline I was on, but I couldn't watch any movies on there. So it's like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and start deleting and removing things. I My relationship ended almost a year and a half ago, and I had to delete all of those pictures. Hell, I'm still finding pictures now, and I'm like, delete. Like I'm calling in new love. I can't hold on to old baggage, you know. So kind of like to what I was, the point that I was making earlier. When you release these things, you are literally energetically preparing for what is to come. Grieve them, burn them, heal them. Like do the work that's going to get you to where you need to be, right? Hold on, y'all. I don't know what the hell this was, but it had to go. But do the work, all right, that will get you to where you need to be. It can be fun, but it also can be very, cathartic as well, and heavy when you're, grieving what could have been, what should have been, what you wanted it to be, and for everything that it wasn't. But it did serve a purpose, a great purpose. And you want to learn the lesson that it provided in that time and space, and you want to elevate from that and move forward without the heaviness. So, cleaning your room, deleting the pictures, taking a spiritual bath, okay, letting these things go, honestly, instantly lifts your mood and also provides you clarity. It provides you clarity on your path forward. It provides you clarity on what you want to do next, and even sometimes how you're going to do it. And sometimes you don't know how. Sometimes you just gotta trust God and whoever you aspire to, like that it's going to work out better than you can ever imagine it to be. And that is honestly one of my prayers that I pray to God, almost instantly and always is, I'm trusting Him to show me what the lesson is so I can learn it and ascend to the next level. And one video that I saw of Jackie Ina, she was on a podcast, and I think the question asked was in regard to praying and prayer, and what she said was so beautiful, and it really allowed me to like sit back and reflect on how I pray and what I'm asking God for. And I said earlier that decluttering, you may be blocking your blessings by not letting go. And no one really teaches you how to pray. You just kind of find that, that mode and method that you really like and works for you. But I love Jackie Anna's approach in asking God if it is in His will. And when I thought about what she said, I'm like, damn, that made me nervous. It really, and even kind of like sitting here talking to y'all, That makes me nervous still. Like, God, if it is your will, because you're literally releasing all control. And that's hard. That's hard for me. Even a person saying that I trust God. So if I really trust God, why be nervous? Right? Why be nervous at all? But if I'm saying, God, if it is in your will to bless me with this, then what I'm saying is, even if it's not in your will to bless me with this, it is okay. It's all right. And that's scary because I really want what it is that I'm asking for. But do I trust God blindly enough, just blindly, not even enough, just utter complete control? And as I'm saying that to y'all now, I'm really asking myself the question, like, do I trust God with every fiber of my being to grant me what I am asking him if it is in his will? Because if it is not in his will, then what am I going to be left with? And I think that is the fear. That is the fear that I have. OMG. Can't believe that I just said that out loud. But I'm so happy that I did say that out loud because I want God to hear me and hear me well. I want it to be in his will because without him, I am nothing. So I need to create that space for abundance to enter. You see how I just kind of like made that full circle right there for you, for me, really. But I need to create that space to enter because that scared the Jesus out of me. I'm like, wow, I'm really giving up control. And what I'm realizing in sharing this with y'all in real time right now is I don't want to release control. And with that realization, I am also then asking myself, what has me being in control accomplished? I can tell you right now, not a whole lot of nothing. So, what do I have got to lose? What do I have got to lose? I don't have anything to lose. So, on live with you guys right now, I am giving up complete and utter control and letting God know in real time if it is in your will. Let thy will be done. And that has honestly shifted my mood and my clarity in that alone. My God, today. I'm loving this epiphany and realization. I'm really in awe right now, taking it all in. So, wow. So honestly, my question for y'all is, what is one thing that you need to release physically or emotionally or spiritually? I just in real time spiritually just released control and told God, have his way with everything. So, y'all, let's close this out. I create space with our affirmation. I create space for abundance to enter. Our affirmation, I create space for abundance to enter. All right, loves, that's it for today. Don't forget to follow and hit that subscribe button so we can continue glowing together. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.